What would you do if I told you that starting today, you have exactly 8 weeks to build an automated YouTube business by January 1st, 2026? Not next year. Not someday when life gets calmer, but right now. While most people are still wondering whether YouTube is for them, whether they need to show their face, or if they even have the time, you could already have a system up and running working for you. Day and night. This is a system you can build with AI tools, a clear structure, and a step-by-step plan without needing any expensive equipment. And that's exactly the plan I'm showing you today. Most people don't understand something extremely important. The end of the year is the best time to start an automated YouTube channel. The reasons for this are logical, data-driven, and psychologically brilliant. But before we dive in, let me be crystal clear. Just because I've had success with this doesn't automatically mean you will achieve the same results. I can't guarantee you'll make money. YouTube is not a get-rich-quick scheme. However, I am absolutely convinced that in 8 weeks, you can be at a point where 95% of people are not, simply because they never started. If you genuinely want to build a YouTube business, now is the time. Today, I'm giving you the complete 8-week plan, conservative, realistic, and step-by-step. Even if you work slowly, have limited time, or zero experience, this plan works. So let's get started. Weeks 1 and 2 are all about your foundation, niche, and monetization. In week 1, you need to choose a niche that pays you, not one that burns you out. The most common mistake people make on YouTube is choosing entertainment niches. They think it's easier, more fun, or safer. But the problem is, these niches require millions of views before you earn any meaningful income because the advertising revenue is extremely low. A much smarter strategy is choosing a money niche, a niche where people have real problems they're willing to pay to solve. Think of things like finance, online business, productivity, technology, health and wellness, software, or travel, especially how-to topics. In these niches, creators often earn 4 to 10 times higher CPMs. But be careful. Don't choose a broad category. Health is too big. Fitness is too vague. You need a specific sub-niche. For example, instead of just fitness, you could focus on calisthenics for beginners. Instead of finance, you could do ETF investing for employees. Other examples are productivity for freelancers, AI tools for entrepreneurs, or even carry-on travel hacks. The more specific your topic, the faster you'll gain visibility. So your task for week 1 is this. First, write down 20 things you know, can do, or have experience with. Second, find the overlaps with those profitable top niches I mentioned. Third, look at existing channels in those sub-niches and study their most successful videos. And fourth, create a list of 12 video ideas for your first month of content. A powerful trick here is to look for small channels that have videos reaching 50 or 100,000 views. This is a clear sign that demand for that topic is high. Now for week 2, monetization. You need to set this up before you upload even one video. Many people still believe you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to make money. That's only true for YouTube ads. And even then, in good niches, you'll only earn about $5 to $10 per 1,000 views. We don't want to just sell ads, we want to sell solutions. So in week 2, you'll set up your monetization strategy. Option 1 is affiliate products, which is perfect for beginners. You can use platforms like Digistore24, ClickBank, or JVZoo. Choose a product that fits perfectly into your sub-niche, something you can confidently recommend. Option 2 is creating an MVP course, or minimum viable product. If you can teach something, you can create a course with a low starting price and a few initial modules. Then you can add new lessons weekly. This allows you to sell your course before it even finished. Option 3 is promoting paid communities as an affiliate. This can also be highly profitable. Moving on to weeks 3 and 4, where we create the heart of your channel, the money video. This is the most important video you will make. It does two things. It delivers massive value, and it sells your offer at the end. Your money video is essentially your webinar, your sales funnel, and the central engine of your automated system. Every new video you create will point viewers back to this money video through end screens. The structure of the money video is simple. You start with the problem, explain why it must be solved urgently, reveal 3 to 5 secrets or steps to the solution, and finally, present your offer. To create this video, you can use tools like Gamma, app for slideshows, OBS for screen recordings, and 11 Labs for voiceovers, or you can just use your own voice. You can find visuals on Canva or Snapper. And remember, you don't need a fancy studio or an expensive camera. Simple, valuable, and clearly structured is more than enough. Now we're at weeks 5 and 6, scaling your production. It's time to create your first 12 to 16 videos, assembly line style. You can use a new AI toolbox to help. For scripts, try Claude or Magic. For voiceovers, 11 Labs is great. Try using less common voices or clone your own. For stock footage, check out Pexels, Pixabay, or Storyblocks. You can even use tools like Vid.Päd for full video creation. For thumbnails, Canva and Snapper work well, or you can hire a pro on Fiverr or Upwork. And for organization, Trello or Notion are your best friends. You decide the format of your video slideshows, screen recordings, stock footage, or even AI avatars. The only rule is that your content must provide real value, not just be AI spam. Finally, we have weeks 7 and 8, launch, data analysis, and optimization. This is when it all comes together. Your channel is ready. Your money video is online. Your first batch of videos is produced. And your monetization is set up. In these last 2 weeks, you'll upload your videos, schedule future uploads, and start watching the first analytics to optimize your titles and thumbnails. But the most important rule here is to ignore deep analytics in the first few weeks. The numbers aren't statistically reliable yet. By January, you'll have several weeks of data, real market validation, your first sales, and a structured channel ready to grow. So, why is the end of the year the perfect time to start? There are 3 big reasons. First, you get higher RPMs and CPMs. Advertisers spend heavily before the holidays, so creators earn 50 to 200% more per view. Second, you start with a psychological advantage. Everyone else is waiting for the new year. You're building momentum now. Third, YouTube's algorithm rewards fresh, consistent content. Strategic channels like yours will have a real chance to succeed. You don't need a huge audience. Just 10 to 300 real viewers are enough to start generating sales through your money video. Maybe you're thinking, who would listen to me? I'm not an expert. But here's the truth. YouTube today is full of channels run by people who aren't traditional experts. They're information DJs. They collect information, remix it, explain it clearly, and turn it into valuable content. And that's exactly what you can do too. At this point, you have 2 paths. Path 1 is the path most people take, waiting, overthinking, doubting, and hoping for the perfect moment. The result? In January, you're in the exact same place you are today. Path 2 is the path of action takers. You start now, you commit for 8 weeks, and by January you have a validated business model, videos online, real data, and maybe even your first revenue. The worst case scenario? You learn a valuable skill for life. The best case scenario? You build a digital business that earns money while you sleep. If you're serious about this, now is the time to learn, test, build, and gain momentum. I hope this video brought you clarity and value. If it did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video.